Hi, Lisa Christensen here, and I am so excited to share with you this wonderful stamp set that I got picked up from Tailored Expressions. It's called the Stack of Jacks. It's super cute and so easy. It makes for a really wonderful watercolor card, quick and fast. And so let me show you how I did it with watercolor and ink. On here, it actually says Premium Hybryd Ink, but so the black is oh my gosh, I can't talk right now. That is like waterproof, it won't bleed. But their colors, aren't these like beautiful colors together? I just love them. They are water-based dye ink, so watercolor. Like, you can use them as watercolor. And I'm also using Brusho. I'm using Colorcraft Brusho New Gamboge for the background, and it is a super fun background. Okay, so what this is it's a stamp and stencil combo. So you got the stamp, there's the stamp, and then here's the stencil. There's the part of the pumpkins and the faces. So let's get started. We're gonna put the stencil to the side and we're gonna get the stamp. But before we do that, we gotta make our background. Here is the background that I have ready to go because it's a wet and wet background, but I'll show you how I made the background real quick so you can do that at home. So I just have a white piece of paper, or a white piece of like yard sign material just to protect my surface, and then I have my watercolor paper. This paper is 90-pound mixed media watercolor paper. Nothing special about it at all. It came from my mixed media sketchbook paper, and if it curls, I just like to set it down on wet so that it's very wet and it's gonna stay, and then it'll dry. You can get away with that with some watercolor paper like this one. Alright, now I got my new Gamboge. This is Brusho. You guys, I love Brusho. It's my favorite. I poked 3 holes at the top, and then I just put new Gamboge. And I love new Gamboge for fall. I cannot get enough of it. It makes me so happy. Alright, so the paper is wet, so it's activating the crystals, but I'm just going to spray it a little bit more and really get this crystals moving. There. And I don't know why, I swear there's like one little bit of blue that gets into new Gamboge and it like totally messes with me. But I'm just gonna tap a little here and there. It's like when you poke when you get Brushos and you poke your holes, it really works well. But it just also takes time to, and then I'll move this around a little bit. I don't want to move it too much. I actually want it to kind of flow down this way. But we're gonna let that kind of dry. Maybe I'll use my finger just to, but you get this really pretty color effect, and I want some more texture, and I'm gonna get a paper towel. I always have paper towels handy. Anyways, I think that's good. I'm gonna leave it like that. And I know I want my inking to be done on this side, so I might just kind of smooth it out a little bit. And I still want some texture, which I got some texture right here. So I really love this. I'm going to let it dry. And I'm actually done with this. I'll just let it dry on the thing. This is my fun part. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to position, this is already dried. I just did this. I did the same exact thing. I just let it dry. And so this is what I got. I got a lot of room to play, and I'm excited to try it. So I'm going to take the pumpkin, I'm going to set it right here, and then while I'm right here, I'm also going to go, I don't know if I want a Happy Halloween. Happy Halloween actually won't fit, so right there I'm learning, okay, that's not going to work, but I bet Trick or Treat will. And I know just enough cute, fun families that love to trick or treat, so I'm going to do Trick or Treat. I feel like the pumpkin is cattywampus. I'm going to put the Trick or Treat maybe right here. I think that looks good. That works. Okay. Now I suppose if I was making a bigger card, I could have gotten Happy Halloween out, but now I'm going to look at my at my rulers on your Misty. They have like little rulers, like guides. So I'm just gonna make sure that they're kind of even. This one still looks cattywampus to me. I want it to look very straight. And that looks good. Okay, I am gonna use my Oreo waterproof ink for this. Don't need a whole lot. I just tap, tap, tap. If you're new to stamping, just tap, tap, tap. And just, you can tell when there's no ink on something. That looks good. I'm gonna put that away because I don't think I'll need it again. And then I can just press down. And it's watercolor paper, so I do have to apply a little bit of pressure. And then I can probably call it good. Okay. Yep, I'm gonna need another round. Just wasn't crisp enough. And I'm gonna apply a couple more pressure right down there. Right, so I can get it really good. All right, that looks good. Let's go move on to the next part. Alright, now that we got this stamped, now we can go ahead and add our ink. And it's super fun. I love these colors that we're going to go with. And let's get started. I'm going to take my... Okay. Now, what I like to do is I like to find... I am going to tape this down, and I'm going to use some more tape. I use washi tape. Washi tape is very low tack tape. You use it like... People use it for decorations sometimes, I don't know. Anyways, I just like using washi tape. And now I can take my stencil and I can make my cute little watercolor card. Let's start here. I'm gonna go with the darker, red, and we're just gonna do like the bottom-ish part of it. But I'm also going to tape the stencil down just a tad. I'm gonna put it some tape right here, and then I'm gonna make it perfect again. Oops, and I had it upside down, so you can always tell the stencil if it's right side up because it'll have the brand name and then it'll say like what it is. And so I had it on backwards. Doesn't quite work. It doesn't work the same. Alright, and I'm just lining it up with the lines, with the ink, with the stamp. And now I can just add more of my washi tape where I need it. And I'm ready to go. Alright, we're actually gonna do guava this time. Guava first, and then we'll do sweet potato pie. And I'm just gonna gently kind of go the top, like the bottom, I mean, just the bottom of the pumpkin and the side. And I'm just kind of moving up. I'm not doing a circle, I'm just moving up. There we go. I really like that. And then I'll do the same here, but I want to be kind of careful. There we go. I like that. Let's see what we got. Does it look shaded? Yeah, that looks beautiful. Okay, now we can move on to our more simple orange. I'm just going to cover up. We're masking up those pumpkins. It's like taking the guesswork out of coloring, and I love it sometimes. Sometimes I just want to do something just fun with mixed media and stencils and just enjoy the process, and this is so much fun. I'm just moving up and seeing how this goes. I want a little bit more shading right up there. There, that looks really good. And look at that, voila, that looks beautiful. Oh, but you know what I forgot? I always do this. I don't know why. I forget this little hat. There, we gotta get the little hat in. There we go. Okay, and we'll do the orange again. Whoosh. Be very gentle with it. There we go. Okay. There we go. That's super cute. Now we get to do the face. Now what I have learned, I've had a couple tricks. I've done this a couple times now, so I know some of my tricks. I am going to put a piece of tape right down here so I do not get any purple. And I use whatever I need, man. I just do not want any purple on my card base. Okay, now I have just a little bit more wiggle room. Now I can take my purple. So I could use black, and that's totally fine. There's nothing wrong with using black. But I also know that orange and purple makes it very pretty neutral. And maybe if I'm lucky, I'll have some purple right up here in the hat. And that just kind of makes it more natural looking and it's fun. So that's what I'm going to go with. I'm using Eggplant. Yep. It's a very dark purple. It's really pretty. And I am going to make this as dark as I possibly can. My goal here is to not be able to see those stamped lines, so it's got to get pretty darn dark. It's getting there. I'm going to move on to Mr. Pringles with the, or maybe Mr. Snow, I don't know, the, yeah, Pringles, Mr. Pringles. I just love these faces. Aren't they so cute? They just make my heart happy. And now I can go straight onto here. And I'm being very careful to not get purple right there. And I think we're good. I'm afraid if I do more, I'm just going to mess it up. So we're going to let that one go. Here's the big reveal. Look at that. What a beautiful, cute card. I think that'd be so fun to send to a friend or to a grandkid or to a child. How fun is that? That is going to be super cute to make into a card. So fun, easy, quick card. One of my favorites. It's the Tailored Expression Stamp and Stencil Combo Kit. And the stamp set is called Stack of Jacks. Isn't that fun? I think you could do like boo 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 all over just to make it kind of fun and silly, but I wanted to keep it simple and just do trick or treat. So anyways, pop this on a card panel and I think you're good to go. We can just glue it right onto here. Maybe add a gold or a black frame might be nice. I don't know, but you could definitely just pop it down right here and call it a nice little watercolor card, and then write something in the inside like, love you, granddaughter. Hope you get lots of candy on Halloween. Save some for me. Alright, well, I hope this inspires you to make a watercolor card and to use up some of your ink or your other watercolor water-soluble mediums, because it's not just watercolor and it's always fun. So anyways, have fun. Talk to you guys later.